Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, what is life all about? Why do we work tirelessly, chase success, and accumulate possessions only to feel unfulfilled? These questions have haunted humanity for centuries. But over 2,500 years ago, a man embarked on a journey to find answers, and his discoveries changed the world forever. Today we're exploring Buddhism, a philosophy that's as ancient as it is relevant. And by the end of this video, you'll not only understand its core teachings, but also how they can transform your life, from mastering your emotions to making smarter decisions. Yes, even financially. To start, let's travel back in time to ancient India. Imagine a grand palace, adorned with jewels and silks, where a young prince named Siddhartha Gautama lived. He had everything: wealth, power, luxury, but something was missing. One day, Siddhartha stepped outside his palace and saw something that shattered his sheltered worldview: sickness, aging, and death. This wasn't just a wake-up call for him. It's the same reality we all face but often ignore. Life is uncertain, suffering is inevitable, and happiness feels fleeting. Sound familiar? This realization set Siddhartha on a quest that would lead him to enlightenment and give birth to Buddhism. But here's the kicker. Buddhism isn't just about monks meditating in temples. It's a practical, actionable philosophy that can guide you in every aspect of life: relationships, mental health, and yes, even wealth building. Siddhartha's journey to enlightenment. Imagine this. Siddhartha, a prince, leaves his palace in the dead of night. He trades his silk robes for a simple cloth and begins his search for truth. For years, he studies under spiritual teachers, practices extreme self-denial, and meditates relentlessly. But nothing brings him the clarity he seeks. One day, Siddhartha sits under a Bodhi tree, vowing not to rise until he uncovers the truth about life. Days pass. He faces doubt, temptation, and fear, but he doesn't waver. Finally, enlightenment dawns. Siddhartha realizes the nature of suffering, its causes, and the path to liberation. He becomes the Buddha, the awakened one. Now let's break down what he discovered. Truths so profound, they've guided millions for millennia. The Four Noble Truths. The Buddha's teachings start with four simple yet powerful truths. 1. Suffering exists. Life is full of ups and downs, joy and sorrow, gain and loss. But suffering is inevitable. Acknowledging this isn't pessimistic, it's empowering. How often do we numb ourselves with distractions, avoiding the hard truths of life? Whether it's financial struggles, heartbreak, or the fear of failure, suffering is part of the human experience. Recognizing this is the first step toward freedom. 2. The cause of suffering. Here's the hard truth. Much of our suffering comes from craving, wanting things to be different than they are. We chase money, success, or approval, believing they'll make us happy. But even when we get what we want, it's never enough. Sound familiar? The Buddha likened this to drinking salt water when you're thirsty. It only makes you thirstier. 3. The end of suffering. The good news: suffering isn't permanent. By letting go of craving and attachment, we can find peace. Imagine the freedom of not being consumed by what you don't have, of finding joy in the present moment, regardless of circumstances. 4. The path to liberation. This is where the Eightfold Path comes in, a practical guide to living wisely, ethically, and mindfully. The Eightfold Path. Let's dive into the Eightfold Path, a roadmap for overcoming suffering and living a balanced life. Right view and right intention. First, we need clarity, seeing life as it is and setting intentions aligned with our values. Think about your goals. Are they driven by genuine purpose, or are they based on what society expects? Right speech and right action. Words and actions matter. Right speech isn't just about avoiding lies. It's about speaking truthfully and kindly. Right action encourages us to live ethically, whether that means treating others fairly or making sustainable financial decisions. Right livelihood. Are you working in a way that aligns with your values? This doesn't mean quitting your job to meditate all day, but it does mean finding purpose in your work. Right effort, mindfulness, and concentration. These steps focus on mental discipline, cultivating positive habits, staying present, and focusing on what truly matters. Each step of the Eightfold Path offers practical tools for navigating life's challenges. Buddhism in the modern world. You might be wondering, how does all of this apply today? The truth is, Buddhism's teachings are more relevant than ever. Take mindfulness, for example. In a world filled with distractions, mindfulness helps us stay present, reduce stress, and make better decisions. This isn't just about meditation. It's about bringing awareness to everyday actions, whether it's budgeting, investing, or simply having a conversation. And then there's gratitude, a cornerstone of Buddhist practice. Studies show that gratitude can increase happiness and even improve financial decision-making. Instead of focusing on what you lack, gratitude shifts your attention to what you have, fostering an abundance mindset. Practical applications for wealth building. Let's connect the dots between Buddhism and wealth building. Mindfulness in spending. Before making a purchase, pause and ask yourself, do I really need this? Mindfulness reduces impulsive spending and helps you align your money with your values. Letting go of attachment. Instead of tying your self-worth to your bank account, focus on what truly matters, like your health, relationships, and personal growth. Consistency. Through right effort, building wealth, like mastering mindfulness, requires consistent effort. Small intentional actions, like saving regularly or investing in your future, create big results over time. A global perspective on Buddhism. Buddhism isn't a one-size-fits-all philosophy. It has evolved across cultures, from the serene Zen temples of Japan to the vibrant rituals of Tibetan Buddhism. Each tradition offers unique insights, but they all share a common goal: to alleviate suffering and cultivate wisdom. In the US, Buddhism has found new expressions, from mindfulness apps to corporate wellness programs. Its universal principles resonate with people from all walks of life, offering tools for both inner peace and external success. Buddhism isn't just an ancient philosophy, it's a guide to living wisely in the modern world. Its teachings empower us to break free from cycles of craving, make intentional choices, and find fulfillment, both emotionally and materially. As you reflect on today's video, I challenge you to take one principle, whether it's mindfulness, gratitude, or ethical living, and apply it to your life this week. And if you're ready to dive deeper into the principles of growth and success, click on my next video, The Power of Compounding. Learn how small, consistent actions can create exponential results, not just in your finances, but in every aspect of your life. And make sure to smash that like, subscribe, and press the bell icons for more updates.